Doflamingo A Rapist? Sex and Lies. Hi everyone, Flying Panda. Before you go with the hate comments, please watch the full video. A shonen manga like One Piece will never be R-rated, but there are times when it felt that way in the manga. Like when Zoro cut himself in the fight with Buggy's crew, Mr. Free using wax swords and stakes through the giant Brogys little garden, Law giving Kid the middle finger at the slave auction house, and of course when Zeff ate his own leg. Yes, that did happen, and he didn't lose it like how he did in the anime. Controversial topics like sex and violence never seem to happen. In Oda's words, he basically said that romance would get in the way of the plot, and given some other shonen series that are out there, you can see that he has a point. Just think about how a romance amongst the main crew would affect the story. A shift in the relationship would change how they interact with each other. So while there may be some pairings at the very end of the story, we shouldn't expect anything before then. While he did say that, there have been hints of sex and violence in the series so far. This was proven when Celestial Dragons takes other people's wives and make them their own, and the fear Bo Hancock had when she was reminded about being a slave might have implied that sex and violence did happen in Morijo's. But up until SBS 83, Oda answered a question that implied that Doflamingo and Violet did have some sort of relationship. The question was, why did Doflamingo and Violet call each other Dofi and Viola? Oda responded with, actually there is a profound setting about it, but I'm afraid I can't tell you. I told my editor about it though. Considering One Piece is a shonen manga, I like to hide it since the reason is for adult audiences. Dressrosa is a nation of passion indeed. By implying that One Piece is a shonen manga, he had to hide the extent of how far the relationship that Doflamingo and Violet had, and that reason is for an adult audience, so we know or assume it did involve sex. If it was a normal relationship, then it could easily be explained like the numerous relationships that we had seen so far. So is it bad to assume that the relationship was not a love one, but more of a forced relationship that might include blackmail or even rape? Violet was part of Doflamingo's crew, and so she did the dirty work, so we can assume that was it. But no, Oda had to make it more mysterious that it could even be true that Doflamingo restricted Violet's movements with his string fruit and did all sorts to her. Doflamingo has always looked like a pimp with all these girls around him, so do not be surprised what this guy is capable of. It makes us wonder what it would be like if One Piece was R-rated for the 18+ audiences. Would that still attract us to this wonderful story? Sex and violence, a topic that we would never see, but what about romance? Well, we won't see it anytime soon because that's not the point of One Piece. One Piece is about the adventure and being with friends and having fun. Yeah, there's definitely a deeper story to it all that's yet to be revealed. But simply put, it's all about the adventure and being awesome. A love story would take that all away. Just look at Bo Hancock's love for Luffy. It's completely one-sided and done in a joking manner. She really does love Luffy. It's never going to be anything more than a haha, look at her poor perception of love and marriage, and how obvious Luffy is to it sort of thing. And Oda has clearly mentioned this in the SBS. Somebody asks him, doesn't anyone on Luffy's crew fall in love? Will there never be a romance among the Straw Hat crews? Sanji is an exception in this case. I'm just wondering. Oda responded with, of course they're in love with adventure, and that was a good one. So for now, Sanji will continue to fulfill our romance needs in One Piece, and Doflamingo will always be known as a pimp. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment down below, and make it constructive. And please subscribe if you haven't. Check out my other videos I made. See you next time, Flying Panda.
Pineapple, at tama poka poka, ako ba?